Hello and welcome back to a brand new video. As you can see, it's quite a frosty morning here in England today. It's about -1 degrees, which is very cold for us. If you're new here, then welcome. My name's Alex, I'm a cameraman. I take you behind the scenes of the jobs that I get to do, whether that's in the UK or abroad, video, photo or drone, and I post 2 videos a week for you every Thursday and every Sunday at 5:30 PM to show you what I've been up to. So yeah, today we've got the van project on. Still, we are going to be insulating it more today, fixing the frame, fixing a couple of leaks, and generally progressing the project even further. The idea for the van when it's finished is to be taking it out to some of the most beautiful parts of the UK and Europe, really, if it makes it, to make some beautiful videos to show you guys. That's the all-in-all plan. It should be really good fun. I'll take you along the whole journey when we do go out on these adventures, the ups and the downs and everything. So I'm really looking forward to getting out in the real world and enjoying the van. But for now, let's not rush the process. Let's keep enjoying it and get it as good as we can. Let's get started. Good morning, it's a new day of working on the van. So yesterday evening I spent quite a bit of time getting these ladders set up so that they were pushing on the outside of the wall whilst I was sticking the inside of the wall onto the beams to try and straighten everything up. So what I mean is, I've had the diesel heater going for about 5 minutes, but it's definitely warming up now. So what I did was I was trying to stick this outer skin like here to these beams to try and make it all nice and straight for when I put the insulation on. The insulation then sticks to the metal as well. So that's what I was doing, but obviously I needed something pushing on the outside to push the metalwork against the beam because the metal had bowed like that. So yeah, that's what I did yesterday. And I'm just warming it up in here to get a little bit of heat in here before I take those ladders away, just so that I don't ruin the work that I did. I have Uncle Mark coming to help me today, so thank you very much for that. Well, he's going to come and help me. And what I think I'm going to do is I am going to, if I quickly pull this out the way without ruining too much. So you can kind of see at the bottom there is already a base plate, and there's also that white beam going up to it. Sorry, the GoPro battery died there, and I've been having a few problems with the GoPro. I don't know if it's because it's cold. I've only been using it from the summer, so I've heard people saying bad things about GoPros and good things about GoPros, but yeah, I'll keep you updated because this is a Hero 12, so it's only one version old, and I haven't had any problems up until now. Anyway, battery just kept dying. What I was going to say is I'm going to be putting the framework back here, so from the bottom there to the middle, and then that bit, basically anything that's brown or missing, I'm going to be replacing today, and then I'll be able to fire some screws on the outside in to connect the beam to the trim on the outside. I wildly overestimate what I can get done in a day, so that's my plan. That's what I will plan to get done, and I might get Uncle Mark sorting this bit out here. So yeah, I think that's a fairly decent plan for today, so let's get started. So one of the jobs that I need to do is put some fuel in the van. It's completely like empty, so I've got 5 litres here that I'll stick in, and for the next couple of weeks while we finish off working on the van before it can go back on the road, and the reason it can't go back on the road at the moment is because when we take all the cabinets out, it takes a lot of the structural integrity away. So once we put them back in, we're able to take it back out on the road again. So for the next couple of weeks, I'll be getting 5 litres every now and then, and topping the van up just so that we can keep it running and keep it ticking over, and the fluid circulating and everything to keep it in good shape. So I've never filled it up like this with a jerry can before, so it could go completely wrong. So I thought I'd film it for you. I'm also just waiting for Uncle Mark to come to give me a hand. So I thought I'd do this first because it's warming up inside the van. It's freezing out here. Well, hey, there we go. Easy. Right, these are my specific fueling up gloves for both diesel and petrol. So it smells lovely. And I've been told to use the super fuel, like, you know, the more expensive one out of the two, just because helps it run better apparently. Less wear on the engine or something. So that's what I've got, and I'll keep trying to top it up with that, but I know it's going to be a thirsty vehicle, so that might not be possible. This could go horribly wrong, but let's try it. Right, I'm just going to wait a second and see if anything falls out the bottom, just in case. Okay, so Uncle Mark's now arrived. I have a gift.
That looks great.
It looks great.
Yeah.
I have a gift for you.
That
because
is fantastic.
we were a white belt, we're now a black belt. Oh, so there you go, and some Percy pigs.
Oh, that's nice of you,
for
darling.
helping. There you go.
I wonder where you want that.
Yeah, re-gifted from Christmas.
Fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Happy days.
Morning. It's now the next day, and I'm starting the video today where I started the video in the start of the video, on the cricket pitch, and it's covered in snow. Ah, how beautiful. So this obviously isn't great for me getting some work done on the van today because I need to stick things to the ceiling, and the ceiling needs to not be freezing cold for the things to stick. So what we're going to do is head down to the van, get it all warmed up, clear the snow off the roof, and just see what we can do. I might end up just cutting some plywood just to stick on the walls today and then call it a day, because today is Sunday, the day you're going to watch this video. So before anything else, let's get back in the car. Let's just go. Right, so job number one was to get the diesel heater on. The diesel heater is now on and running. So the second thing that I wanted to try and do, just before clearing the snow off, is try and start it, because this will be like the coldest temperature that I've attempted to start it in. I know the battery's probably a little bit flat, so that probably won't help. Choke out. Let's give it a go. Incredible. In the snow, little bit of choke, and she starts up like a peach. Perfect. Don't want to flood it. So with the engine running and my diesel heater on, the carbon monoxide alarm keeps going off. That's how I know that it works. Right, first things first, let's get this turned off. It's been warming up for a good little while now, so it's just good to keep the fluids all going round and everything. As you can see, pretty low fuel tank, so I'll be having to keep topping it up over the next few weeks. So let me show you what myself and Mark managed to get done yesterday. We actually had hours and hours off camera getting bits done because they were a little bit complicated, but just to start from the outside, these used to be 2 vents, and I will be replacing them with fake vents again, just from Wix or somewhere. But basically, these were for the fridge, I believe, something like that. And we've managed to find a bit of plate from inside the van that wasn't being used, angle grinded it into a rectangle, and then stuck it on the inside. And the same for this one as well, just to keep it as watertight as possible. And as I said, there will be grills going back on there to make it look just a little bit better, even though it does match that colour. So as I said, snow is off the roof. I've tried to sort of push it to the sides and underneath hedges and things, just so it looks a little bit neater, because a lot of the grime off that roof has come with the snow and the sleet. I wonder if my diesel heater's running. Hang on a sec. Ah, the battery died on it. So when I go home, I'll go and get a new battery for it as well. One sec, I'm just getting dripped on. Right. Sorry, I've got no lights in here at the moment, but keep the heat in. As you can see, we are progressing really, really well with the insulation. So all that's left to do is put white beam here, here and here. and then that bit's all completely done and can be infilled with insulation. Got to cut this small bit there, and then we've also just got to do the roof. But the thing with the ceiling is, obviously I have to glue it to the ceiling, and when it's really cold on the outside, it won't adhere and it won't stick properly. So there's no point rushing it and half-assed doing it just for it to fall back off again. So what I'll do, I'm warming up the van myself on the inside, and I'll probably wait until the snow is gone before I stick this up. I may change my mind, I may not, but for the time being, I'm just going to do a quick bit of measuring, potentially for this section here, to get a piece of white ply for there, and also to have a look at getting a white piece of ply for there. So that's the job for the rest of today. I'm running out of time. I've got to go and edit, so I want to get this done fairly fast. So let's pop home, get it done, and then get it fitted. Let's go. So that's our first bit of ply back on the wall, which I am very pleased about. The whole thing feels solid, and I've only actually screwed one side and the middle for now, because there's going to be flooring going up to this, so it will get secured. Then that side, there's going to be more ply butting up against it here, so that will secure this bit here, and also on the top, this will all get secured, something on here, etc, etc. I was going to put this cupboard on, but I'm going to save that for tomorrow morning. While the van's warming up, I will fit this side of the cupboard on, which I already have cut here. Once I've done that, I'll be able to either insulate more or get more ply done at the back. The next panel, I imagine, will be this section here. Basically, like stud work, I'm going to be working with like beam to beam and then coming down, going half on a beam, half off a beam, so I can fix two panels on one beam. That is the rough plan anyway. So thank you once again for watching today's video. I do really appreciate it. If you've enjoyed it, hit that thumbs up button, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I think 58% of my viewership are not subscribed, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. We'll be out and about in this van before you know it, in some beautiful places, doing some wicked adventures. So do stay tuned. This is all means to an end to get us doing some more exciting stuff. Hopefully only a couple of weeks left. Fingers crossed. I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.